Even do a sound check. Didn't even do a sound check. Hey guys, how you doing? We should be live. You get any alerts?
No,
Yeah, I can
I
get an
got
alert.
check. I got 3 check marks.
3 check marks.
I see 3 check marks.
There we go. I like check
I
marks.
don't see alerts. Oh, I have one alert.
My phone's
We're not
buzzing.
late. Are we
I have
late? We're
two
not late.
alerts. Nah,
Sorry,
we're
guys.
right
We're
on
not,
time.
yeah, we're not late. We're just not early. That's what it
Yeah, we
is.
spoil them by being early most of the time.
Try to spoil them by going early. Yeah. Sorry, guys. I was having call-in issues. So somebody better call in tonight because it took me a while to get it to work. All right, guys, cash your coffee tonight. Give us a call, 808-468-7924, whatever you want to talk about. Let's put the brand name back up to Kapow. Shapow. Just like that. Ready? Shapow. Shapow. All right, here we go. Chad, you ready?
I'm ready.
Jess, you ready?
Sure.
All right, guys, cash your coffee. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1.
You wanna know how to find it. Seek it out when they hide it. You know it's in the bag when it's an easy grab. Come on, take a chance now. So go, geocache, geocache. And if you need help, we're right there in a flash. If you got a question, just call in and ask. Uncover the stash on the Geocaching Podcast. The Geocaching Podcast.
Welcome, everyone. It's Wednesday. It's 8:30, which means that it is once again time for the Geocaching Podcast. My name is Scott Burks. We have short it's mending the phones, and please welcome to my virtual left, my co-host, Jazz 427.
It's that time again. Sit back, relax, and-
What the hell was that?
What?
Chad,
Did
you,
it glitch out?
oh, did you glitch out? Let's do that one more time. Oh, live audio. I love it. One more time, Chad.
Okay, howdy, y'all. It's that time again. So sit back, relax, and grab your coffee.
Chad's wife's making dinner, guys. That's right. Tonight is episode 690, recorded live on November 3rd, 2021. It's November Cash or Coffee. Phone lines are open. Just give us a call, 808-468-7924. That is 808 Got Swaggin' for you international callers. You can call us free via the web at callinstudio.com/show/GCPC. Chad, this is where we're starting. We're starting this.
Mhm.
First it was the call-in, and now it's you. Jesse, you're next.
I'm hardwired, so
The gremlins are coming to Jesse next. They're coming to you next.
Probably.
Yeah. Prepare, guys. But before they come to Jesse, the gremlins I speak of, we got to talk about Patreon, Chad.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, cuss line of money, make the show work. Talk about it every week. We can really use your help. You know who just helped us, Chad?
Who's that?
A nice casher, which I'll talk about later in the show.
Awesome.
A casher left cash in the cash.
Ooh, porch cash.
Yeah. And I put it right
Well,
towards.
I guess that's one way to buck up.
Yeah, left cash in the cash, and so I took the cash, put it in my pocket, and I took the same amount, and from my checking account, put it directly towards the bills. So thank you, cashier, for your nice donation. You know, for the same amount of money, I could have got a coin if you went through Patreon, Chad.
Mm-hmm.
That's right, guys. Guys, there's 2 ways you could help us out. One, you can go to, well, you could leave money in our porch cash, and that always helps. Well, gladly take it. Just let us know. Give us a heads up. Or you can go to PayPal. That's PayPal.me/the Geocaching Podcast and make a one-time donation to us. Go straight to the bills, or you can join Patreon, Chad. You know what's coming up, Chad?
Right.
It's almost December. You know what happens for patrons in December? Do you remember? Look on his
We
face.
have a special show.
We do. We have a giveaway show, Chad.
Mm.
And you know, all year long, we have been. I've been slowly snatching things away, stashing. If you will. I've been stashing things away, Chad. Stashing. I was Doug bobbing there off mic. Look at this bag. This bag, it's
Ooh.
full. All this stuff being given. There's a hat right there. This is stuff giving stuff away, Chad. You hear that?
Awesome.
This is full of stuff that's going to be given away for free on our patron only show. Chad,
That's right.
I love those shows. It's like being Santa. We're like Oprah, just giving stuff
Oprah.
away. We're just giving stuff away, giving stuff away.
Can I get a new car?
I'm not going to give you a car. You might get a
Oh.
coin. You know, a coin.
Oprah Light.
So yeah, so
We're not that big money bags.
no. So come December, as always, the patron freebie giveaway show coming up in December.
Mhm.
Our December's gonna rock. We have such good shows in December, Chad. I'm not gonna tell you right now. We do. December's gonna be so good. It's gonna be so much fun. I'm looking forward to it. But guys, let me get back to sorry. Patreon, you get extra audio, extra video, only available to our Patreon members. The videos still continue on. We still got them coming in. We Jess, speaking of, I gotta do that one that we did. Me and Jesse just filmed a video that I gotta put on probably for this Saturday because it is timely. So yeah, so extra audio, extra video only available to our Patreon members. We got coins, we got path eggs, we got stickers, all that good stuff for you. I just sent out a whole batch, Chad, of coins going sent out to our patrons. So you want to join on the fun, guys? Join the paywall, join the other side, become the inner circle. You go to patreon.com. That's patreon.com/the Geocaching Podcast.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
Tonight's show is brought to you by Cachly. Cachly is an advanced geocaching app for iOS that features powerful online and offline features, including I'm not on my spot, so I'm trying to do it by memory.
Don't have it memory? Come on, Chad.
Cachly has hundreds of advanced features that will make your geocaching experience just that much better. Get more info at Cachly.com. That's CACHLY.com.
Tonight we're also sponsored by Logwork. Logwork, the creators of the fantastic logbook, made with genuine write in the rain paper. The logbook designed for the micro containers of the present and future. Geared towards who would rather cache do cache maintenance. Find them at logwork.com. That's LOGWERK.com.
It's also brought to you by FTF Geocacher Magazine. FTF Geocacher is the magazine for geocachers written by geocachers. With 6 issues a year, FTF offers practical advice, hints and tips, cacher bios and milestones, geocaching events, trail tales, and all things geo-related. Find them at ftfgeocacher.com.
And by the Max Suds Body Company. Max Suds Body Company makes handmade bath and body products from all natural oils and butters. Items such as Poison Be Gone soap, itch spray, and 2-cent choices of bug spray. All great for outdoor enthusiasts like geocachers. At Max Suds Body, we have you covered from head to toe. Find them at maxsudsbody.com. That's MACSUDSBODY.com. Ooh,
What was that?
phone's ringing already.
The phone is ringing.
And by Practical Geocaching. Practical Geocaching sells utility items for geocaching. Our items are made in the USA, and we always provide free shipping. Find them at practicalgeocaching.com. That's PRACTICAL geocaching.com.
And by Arted Crafted. Arted Crafted creates unique geocaching themed tees and custom designs for you or your geocaching group. With adult sizes ranging from small to 5XL. If you have an idea for a shirt design and cannot find it, you've come to the right place. Please give us the opportunity to show you how we can enhance your caching experience with your own custom design. Visit them at artedcrafted.com. That's ARTEDCRAFTED.com.
And finally, by pattags.com for all your swag and pad tag needs. Visit our website to get creative help, to trade or log tags, or to purchase your own personalized pad tags. With over 43,000 tags to collect, pattags.com is everything you need to start your pad tag obsession. Visit them at pattags.com. That's PATHTAGS.com.
And as always, Chad, you can find links to our sponsors on our website or
in our show notes.
in our show notes, Chad.
Mhm.
Just had the ringer on quite loud there, didn't she?
Yeah.
It was quite loud. She forgot to turn the ringer down. So El Rojo race update, Chad.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get the news here. We got some news stuff we gotta get. The news. El Rojo, Chad. The race update.
Mhm.
Ready for this?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, leading the pack, Beaver Bob at 24,000. Gingerbread Geocache Tag, 18,000. Blaze on Signal, 17,000. Racer Tongue 8, 16,000. Holly the Fuggler at 14,200. Lily Lou 13's Racing Frog. Just turn your phone down. 13,400. I met Signal Tag 20 years, 12,889. Just under 13. Idaho Dasher at 11.3. Christmas Pickle Key. Chad, that's you. At 10.9, Chad.
Mm-hmm.
10.9.
It's stuck.
And GNTF GCPC Bunny Squeaker. Was that one in there last time?
That wasn't in there. I don't believe Lily Lou's 13 was in there. And
I don't remember the GCPC Bunny Squeaker.
so someone else hopped me as well.
Oh, really? They got 9,200.
Because I went from 7th to 9th.
Oh, I thought you were moving up. You went down.
I had moved up and then I moved back down because mine's sitting somewhere being ignored.
Unlike Jess, isn't Jesse's being super ignored? When was Jesse's hanging out?
She have one?
No. I'm so sorry. A listener, one of our female listeners. Remember, it was sitting in a multi.
Oh yeah,
doomed to die because no one's getting that multi. It was like a bad multi too. Just doomed. It
was kind of like mine with that a race that I had for TXGA years ago.
Yeah,
and it got picked up on an event from a relatively new cacher and got dropped off in a multi-cache called Sugarland Touring or something like that. It basically took you a tour around Sugarland, Texas, and that one was getting hit about once a year. And a friend of mine or a coworker was coming into town, and he had done a few geocaches, but not many. And was like, "Do you got any interesting geocaches to find around here?" And it's like, "Yes, I do." And told him about the multi, and it's like, "And if you get it, you have to take this trackable out and take it back with you to Maryland and drop it off."
I had a buddy of mine who had.
I came in second place in that race, by the way.
Oh, congratulations! I had a buddy of mine who had a really nasty cache. When I mean nasty, I mean like the terrain to get to it was ugly. You had to like literally, you had to army crawl through thorns to get to this cache, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he kept bugging me to go find it, daring me to find it. Okay. Finally, I'm like, all right, I'll go hunt it. I hunted. It totally sucked getting to it, and I found it. And I come back and I called him up. I'm like, ha, I got it. What do you think of that? He didn't think I could do it. I totally did. He's like, I knew you could do it. He's like, I had a couple of DNFs on it. I didn't want to go hunt it. So I just sent you to go make sure it was there. Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Thanks for that. Yeah.
Yeah. I've done a couple like that. I remember one was called the Briar Patch. And it was, you literally have to crawl underneath the briars in order to get to it.
He didn't want to go do maintenance on it. He didn't want to. Mm-hmm. Speaking of, Chad, speaking of maintenance, look at your shirt. Now, I'm sorry. I apologize to everybody who's listening to this audio. Chad, let's see your shirt that I wonderfully made. That's all me, guys. Oh, look at that. Is that a swear word? No, it's not a swear word. That turned out nice.
It's bleeped out. The U is bleeped out.
Well,
so for those who can't see it, it says Operation Enduring Cluster beep COVID-19, and then it's got a image of the COVID-19 virus in the middle of it.
Yeah, I did a nice job of that one.
So
pretty proud of that. Considering I was working off of a patch.
Yeah, so I basically I saw this on a patch that someone had on their backpack in the airport, and took a picture of it and sent it to Scott. It's like,
so then he said, "Make it, please.
Make me this T-shirt.
Make me this T-shirt." He says, and I said, "Okay, Chad, let me jump." And I jumped. Okay, let me get back to this. So there's that. Let me get to this. So that is that's the race update. Also, one more thing in the news. On our store, urbantreecanopy.com, through the end of 11/15, $15 regular tees and free shipping, guys. Order minimum $45. They have free shipping and $15 tees. Only $15 regular tees though. Use the code FREESHIP21 and you will get regular $15 in free shipping, guys. So you can't go wrong with that. You can get the Operation Cluster bum on Chad's shirt right there. Brand new shirt in there.
It's a great shirt. I've got a couple months already.
Have you really? That's
yes,
good.
I have.
I got mail. Well, yay! I got mail.
So Chad, we got an email from Fantastic 5. Fantastic 5. Who is this? Is they hunted. This was their log on our cache, on our porch cache. She said, the only cache I had on my list for our trip to Chicago. By chance, my sister-in-law needed her KitchenAid mixer maintenance. Her hobby is baking. The KitchenAid was repaired in Hoffman Estates. I couldn't believe my luck. After driving 1.5 hours in drizzling rain, we were finally able to fairly easy locate the cache. Well, yeah, it's on my porch. I left a holiday travel bug and collected a pickle travel bug. That's that that's that pickle travel bug I mentioned earlier, Chad, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
I also left a new USB connector cable. Why? It's something I picked up from my cache stash bag. Scott and Shorty Knits, check the logbook within the cache. A little cash infusion / one-time donation for the Geocaching podcast expenses. She did, Chad. She left like 40 bones in there too. She left a lot of money.
Wow.
She waited like a week to actually she waited a week to actually like lock it. That cache has been in our she
Ooh.
last weekend.
If someone else would have found it, they would have had
They would have been
themselves a nice
so
little
happy. They would have been so shame on everyone who didn't come visit my porch cache in the last week. You should have. My advice to you should have, because you would have made 40 bones. We got a call, Chad, as we all know. We're gonna bring the call in right now. Let's see who this possibly could be. Hello. Hi, is this who I think it is?
This is me. It's Josh. The Geocaching
Hey,
podcast.
Joshua.
Joshua.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Doing
What's
good.
up? How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing something I've never done before.
Oh, yeah?
I'm actually having coffee during the Cacher coffee. Like I actually started
Cheers.
brewing it
Well, cheers,
during
sir.
during the commercial sponsor section.
We're all drinking coffee. Cheers to you on the coffee. Okay. I'm literally
There we
drinking.
go.
I don't want to.
That way you can stay up all night too and be jumping out of the bed every couple hours to use the restroom.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. Cheers. I'm looking at you right now.
Cheers, sir. Cheers.
Cheers.
I'm actually on a work trip. I'm in rural Iowa. I'm in an Airbnb in rural Iowa.
Nice.
So that's where I'm coming to you live tonight. And I had a really cool thing. Well, I have a couple things I want to talk about.
Okay.
Can I just talk about whatever I want to talk about? It's
Cash
Cash or
or
Coffee, right?
Sure.
Talk about whatever, right?
You absolutely can. What's that?
So I had a really cool thing happen yesterday. I'm in rural Iowa. I'm not going to tell you what city because I don't want to spoil it, but
Fair enough.
rural Iowa. I work with schools. I finished my job for the day, and you're in a new area. You got to check out the old Cashly. You got to see what's around, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I loaded up, and God bless Nick from Cashly. All of a sudden I look, and when I looked at the map earlier that week, there was I'd found almost everything here, and then all of a sudden I saw a FTF pop up.
Oh,
Right-
God bless Nick.
right in this little tiny town, and I look at the description, and it's a geocache in a bar
Really?
in this little town. Inside the
You
bar.
can't do that anymore. How'd they pull that off?
Well, I don't know, but it happened. So that's kind of rare in itself, right?
Right.
But the bar. So I get downtown to this little town I'm in, and the bar hasn't even opened yet.
Oh no.
So I'm literally waiting outside the bar with my coworker. We walk in, and we search around, and it was cleverly hidden inside the bar. Of course, the ladies that ran the bar, that were the people there, had no idea what it was or what we were doing.
Mm-hmm.
And we got it. We got first to find, and we got a $20 gift certificate to the bar. So we had drinks and wings.
Ooh,
That's
awesome.
Okay, I have several questions for this. One,
Mhm.
did you videotape it?
I didn't have my vlogging camera with me, but I did make a TikTok of it. So
Oh. Two,
I am waiting.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. You're waiting permission. Oh,
I just said I'm just waiting permission from the owner just to see if I can put it on TikTok. That's what I'm waiting for.
Two, can you give us the GC code of it? Or you don't want to do that because you will give away your location?
I don't think I'm going to. I don't think I will. I don't even want to tell you where I am. But because here's the thing. Here's the reason why. I paid it forward, and I purchased another gift certificate. So there's another for second to find. There's another $20 gift certificate in the cash, and I don't want necessarily people to I want it to be a surprise. So.
Fair enough. Okay. Fair enough. I respect that.
Yeah.
Okay. And you said a couple things. What's the other thing you want to talk about?
Oh, well, I'm just excited to announce that I launched a crowdfunding campaign to do a geocaching comic book this Sunday, and I'm just really excited about it. I just wanted to talk about it.
I saw that, and so first of all, how much are you looking to raise?
So we're looking to raise $10,000,
And
the campaign is supposed to be 60 days long, and as of tonight we have 9,300. So we're almost there in 3 days.
Wow.
Fantastic. Well, that just shows you the power of Joshua as well. I mean, he gave the show gave. I immediately went and gave.
Yep.
So I couldn't say no to you.
I know.
You can't say no to your face.
Thank you.
You can't say no to that.
Well, thank you so much. And I bet you there's some other folks. I'm not looking at the chat right now, but I'm sure there's other folks in the chat or people that are listening to the audio that have also given. So I'm just so very grateful. This thing, it's actually going to happen. I'm working with Rich Schleifer, who is known as Kimakino and the Kid from the YouTube channel. He's illustrated for comic books before, so he really knows what he's doing. And this is a secret, you guys. This is a secret I've been holding on to for like 2 years.
Well, really?
I don't know. Did I told you? Did I let you in on the secret?
You did, because when I had the our likeness is done. Remember when our cartoon versions, you're like, did you do those? Because I kind of want to do this thing.
Oh, that's right.
So I had an inkling, but that was so long ago, I forgot about it until this came out. And I'm like,
yeah.
So that's why Joshua was asking me all those questions about that. Yes.
Oh, that's funny.
Yes.
That's funny. But yeah, so the book is not finished. It's in the process of being finished. It's pretty cool because with the crowdfunding campaign, like early on, like the first couple hours, the highest level people could be in the book. Like they could. Right. I'm the only human character in the book. Everybody else is an animal. So we allowed people to the 15 people to be in the book as an animal character at the end of the book, which is, I just kind of think it's kind of cool. That I guess that's as many as Rich was able to draw. Yeah. and that is, well, and you're an artist, you know, that's a lot of work.
I said I would have gone to the highest tier, but literally the highest tier was sold out. When do you ever see that in an Indiegogo or anything? The highest tier is gone. Yeah, it was. That was the only one gone. Was the highest tier. I'm like, okay, I guess I'm going to the next highest tier. And I think I texted him. I'm like, sorry, dude, I wanted to give you this much money. Instead, you're getting this much money. Sorry.
Oh, I know. Well, yeah, there were a lot of people. I really wish I could have offered more, but if we were to offer more, of that tier, I don't think the book would ever get done. It would just be a comic book filled with animals, and it would take years to finish.
And so, what is the timeline on that? When do you expect? When is the estimated date of arrival?
Yeah, so our hope is to have it in print by this summer. With the goal, and this is the ultimate hope, is that we can have a table at the block party in Seattle, so we can sell those there and hopefully get them in the hands of people by late July, August at the latest. So that's the timeline. It's already in the works. We're getting there with the pages, but yeah, I'm just really excited to be able to bring this into the world. And I guess, to back up a second, I mean, the reason I'm doing it is because it's something I've always wanted to do. I thought, well, if I'm going to write a book, maybe the most qualified type of book I'm qualified to write would be a comic book. So, but you Scott yourself have called me the Mr. Rogers of geocaching. So I always get so many comments from so many families that say, "Oh, we watch your videos before we go to sleep as a family." So I just thought, hey, this is going to be something that'll be for all ages. The artwork's going to be really cool. There's going to be stuff in there for adults. I think, potentially there'll be trackables hidden inside of it. So it's going to be multi-layered. And the cool thing too is that if you hand this book to a Muggle, they will have a very firm understanding of many facets of geocaching. So I'm really excited about that.
I'm looking forward to it. I look forward. We'll have you on again when the book comes out, so you can promote it.
And I'm on the show. I'm on the show later this month, right?
You are. You are on it. The giving thanks with the geocaching vlogger. It's a tradition now.
Yeah.
It'll be our third time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right before
The
Thanksgiving.
annual
show.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah. You're always on that. You are. You'll be on the show in a
That's
couple of
awesome.
weeks. All right, sir.
That's awesome.
Anything else?
Okay. No,
Called the
I just wanted to. If anybody's listening, interested in supporting.
Absolutely.
I
I'm
guess
so sorry.
there's a weird link for it, but I just discovered if you go to Google and you type geocaching comic, I'm like the second thing that pops up.
No way.
So geocaching comic, find it. You just Google it. You'll see my face in there. Watch the video. Explains everything. I would love your support because we do have some stretch goals too to even get this out to more people. So
that's awesome, dude. Good luck. I'm rooting for you.
Thank you. Thanks, guys.
All right. All right. You be well. We'll talk.
So as soon as I can find my credit card information, I'm gonna be
Come on. Well, I actually did it for the show technically, so you don't.
Yeah, but I want the book, so so I'm going for the $50 job here.
Chad, I'm bringing in. You're not gonna believe this. I'm bringing in Fantastic Five. Hello.
Hi.
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 Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I'm doing great. How are you guys?
I'm
Doing pretty good.
Thank you for the money, by the way. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. I have had the get off my porch thing since Jesse didn't want it near the porch, and I heard about it. And we do have family in Chicago, but we never make our way down to the north end. We're always on the south end near Indiana.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm glad you made it down. Thank you for coming down. You came on a rainy day too, if I remember correctly. Wasn't Saturday rainy?
Yeah, it was pouring rain, and the day before it was pouring rain even more. So we did not come.
So what's going on? Okay, you took the pickle. I saw you take the pickle one.
I took the pickle, but as you can see, I only have 100 finds. And as you can see, I've been caching since 2008. I don't know when. When my kids were really little, I started caching with them. And then now they're gone out of the nest. And I thought I would continue caching. And I do have a disability, like a physical disability, so I don't really get around to a lot of things, but I enjoy the hunt to caching. And so, yes, I grabbed the pickle, and then I took off for Minnesota and didn't think anything of it. And then now all of a sudden I went and dropped it off somewhere in Minnesota and realized that it never even allowed me to retrieve it from your porch.
It never allowed you to retrieve it.
It says I can write a note, which I did send a quick note like a few days afterwards that just said, hey, I see I can write a note, but I don't look like I can retrieve it. And then I just left it at that and didn't think anything of it. And then now I officially just left it in Minnesota at another spot. And then I went to go chart it again, and I realized, yeah, it still says the same thing. It says I can write a note, but it doesn't say that it's in my trackables. It doesn't say that it's been picked up. It still says it's at your porch.
Jess, any idea?
I'm not sure. I just looked at it myself, and I was given the option to retrieve it or grab it. So I don't know exactly. I don't know if it was an issue with the app or I don't know.
What app are you using?
Oh, well, yeah, I'm not using Jesse's favorite Cashly. I'm using the geocaching app.
Okay. And that's free, right? We don't have to pay 10 bucks. We have okay, and you are a member, so
And
that doesn't matter.
I'm a premium person
You're a
with
premium member.
geocaching, but every time I try to use Cashly, it just doesn't seem to flow for me.
Don't say that. I'm just trying to think off the top of my head
Okay.
why it wouldn't work. So you're trying to Yeah, I don't understand why it wouldn't work.
I don't know why you wouldn't get
you-
that
it's
option
giving you-
either.
Well, and then think about it. You just said at the beginning of the show that I had not attentively, I had drafted the message saying I had picked it up, but I did not actually post it. Maybe it was that issue. I don't know.
Drafted.
You know how you can draft the message
Oh, of course,
and just save
yes.
it, but
Of
not
course.
technically post it?
Yes. Yeah, because you didn't post that for like a week later. You just posted it like yesterday.
I guess
Or
not.
the day before yesterday, right? I think you posted it like yesterday.
Yeah,
or the day
I
before.
just.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But did you
it
think
looks that way.
did you think you posted it at the time? Just out of curiosity. Like, did you like? Oh, I thought I did post it.
I think I said I posted it, but I think the save button just was on it where it just saved it to not being posted. It saved it to a draft. And I think I initially just said, yes, I posted it and didn't turn around and look back at it again.
Well, if I remember correctly, you have the option, and it's been a while since I've used that app. You have the option to have it automatically save as a draft. I think if I remember, it's been a while. Chat room, correct me if I'm wrong. But I think, and give the chat room like 10 seconds, they'll chime in. If I remember correctly, it's been a long time since I've logged a cache with that app. But I think you have that option, like a checkbox, maybe. Is it a checkbox? Just does that ring the bell, Chad? Ring the bell at all?
It's a little tab, yeah.
A
so
tab.
now I've officially logged. So now I've officially have written the log. I've sent it in. It's acknowledged by the geocaching because you said you found it. But even when I pull into Trackable now, if I was just saying the Trackable, and I pick that Trackable of Pick Rick, it still doesn't let me just say I've retrieved it versus if I look in it under the happy holiday tag that I did leave, if I hit log there, all 4 options are there.
Okay, is the holiday tag in? Is the holiday? Did you drop the tag in there? It's in there, Jess. The holiday tag.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So is the. She's saying so is the tag, right? So is the tag she picked up. The pickle tag is still in there as well.
Okay, so I just brought it up. You're only given the option to write a note in the official app. I've never actually done it this way, unless you type in the tracking code. So you have to have typed in the exact, the code that's on the actual tag. Once you enter that in, then I'm guessing that the other options, retrieve, discover, and grab, would activate. They're grayed out right now, and the only option that you have is to write a note.
Yeah. So you have to look. You have to
So
type in
I
the
have to
trackable.
go back and collect it from where I left it.
Yes.
Look at the actual tracking code on Pick Rick.
Yeah.
Punch it in, and then it will let me say I've retrieved it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is why you use Cashly.
Yeah.
This is why this is in coffee casher type discussion because
Exactly.
all the other people
Exactly.
in the chat room are probably going crazy.
Oh yeah, they're good. They're calling. They know. So no, yeah. So that's what you. So do you understand what Jesse's? Thank you, Jesse. By the way.
Yes,
Do you understand what you said?
absolutely.
Okay,
I'll
great.
go.
Great.
And guess what? I'm going back to that same place this next Monday,
There you
so
go.
I will just go back and grab it and
Yeah.
do the correct thing.
There you go.
And so,
And make sure you
Yeah.
grab it from mine, and then
Right.
from ours, and then drop it.
Right. So bring it up, type in the code, click retrieve,
from
Yes.
and then it'll be in
Get out
your
the
inventory.
Yep.
And then you can write a note on the cache
notes,
that you dropped it in and actually drop it
Right.
once it's in your inventory.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay, so I'm guessing she clicked on the link from the web page
from within the app.
The app. She's
from
in
within
the
the app from within the app because it showed it in the cache.
Correct.
Okay, now
But
that,
what I
Right.
that's
can't
making a lot
I
more sense. I was like, how did you get to it in the first place? Because
right.
I
There's
never
no
click
way
on
to
I never click on that link in the app or from the web page. So
there's no way that you can. Oh yeah, you can. You have to hit search
Mm.
and then trackable, and then you can type in the tracking code and search for it.
This is like a little lunch and learn tonight. What we're doing here.
mhm.
Look at us.
It's not intuitive.
Yeah, it is.
Maybe just because I don't use
I
it.
was in the get off my porch thing, and I went down and saw trackable, and went and I saw all 5 or 6 of your trackables,
Mhm.
and grabbed it and said, okay, I'll take this one.
Yeah. Well, thank you for stopping by. I'm sorry we weren't home. We were not home. We were both at work.
Oh, that's all right. I was just happy to get there. You know what else I did is, now that I think about it, I snapped a picture of it in my hand, so I do have the tracking code.
Oh,
done.
perfect.
Done.
Perfect.
So maybe before the end of the show, it will show that it has moved on and
Well,
left.
I will
your
get it.
Get off my porch.
I don't know. Will I get an
Good
email?
spot.
I don't know if I'll get an email or not.
No, I don't think you will, not unless you have a watch on the trackable itself.
Look at old Rojo. They are never home. That's not true. We're home. Come
We're
on.
home right now.
We're home. I'm home right now.
Well, anyways, thank you very much. I enjoy listening and watching the show, so
Thank
I
you so
appreciate
much.
it.
All right. Thank you for
Thank
calling.
you.
We appreciate it very much. Thank you. Calling again. We're always here. Everyone's in.
All righty.
So be well. Okay.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
A little lunch and learn there, Jess.
Yeah, I learned how to do trackables on the official app.
Yes. So all right, let me call one more call here. Hello, Scorpio Red. Hark.
Hey, hello.
Hi.
How you doing?
For the record, Joshua is somewhere in Iowa right now. That's what I hear.
I know, and it's kind of funny because last weekend at Halloween Hoopla up in Minneapolis, I tagged along and did a adventure lab with him and some people.
Oh, you're kidding. Nice. Sweet. Did he record it?
No. Well, he recorded some stuff, but I was busy doing other things, caching and stuff.
Okay.
Sorry.
He slows you down. He definitely slows you down. God bless him. I love Joshua to death, but he's hard to cache with because everyone wants to talk to him, and B, he has to film, and so he's got to do these B shots and B rolls and stuff. Like, it takes forever. It literally takes forever.
Well, except for everybody had pretty much cashed out this event except me. Yeah, I mean this park, except for the new stuff. So I was out trying to find some of the other older caches while everybody else was just getting the newer caches. So
Nice. Okay.
It was what it was.
What can I do for you?
Anyway, that's not why I called.
Okay, what can we do for you? How can we help you? We just help someone.
Okay.
We're on a roll here.
One of the things I told Jesse, and I may have talked about this before because I just don't get it. For me, I still do not understand how people can routinely get more than 100 caches a day. Like, I mean, because you shrug it off all the time, like, yeah, I got 100 caches. Yeah. And there was somebody that called in, and I don't remember who it was, during the gripe one. Was that last week or 2 weeks ago?
That was 2 weeks ago.
The one up me?
Yeah.
And said that they only got 130 caches in 5 hours because the caches were too far apart.
Yeah.
And I think he was in Iowa.
I don't know if he was in Iowa.
I don't understand it. I mean, first off, I don't think it's possible to do by yourself. I don't think you can get 100.
I have done it myself. It is absolutely possible.
How?
But what do you mean,
how? Are you doing a power trail,
Nope,
or
I
are
did
they
not.
all on top of each other?
I did not do a power trail. It was Geocaching Day 2009. I went to Aurora, Illinois, which is the lamppost capital of the world. and I did 101
Okay.
caches in 17 hours.
Okay, I can see that. If you've got that kind of setup. Now, of course, you didn't log them right away, right?
Yes, I did. On the fly.
What did you did?
Geocaching
Did
is
you just
fun.
put a note?
Yeah. I just put in the-
It's like have a signature line. Geocaching is fun. We send.
Copy and paste. Copy and paste.
Yes, I did not write each individual log telling my story. No,
Or happy geocaching
I think I wrote
day.
like it's geocaching day. Thanks for the hide. Boom. Send.
Yeah. I guess I mean, how do people do it? I mean, that seems like a special case. Jesse said that you guys did it once. I mean, when you got two people, she said like you guys like did a bike trail or something and got over 100.
We have 200.
Mhm.
We got 200.
Not on a bike trail. We did over 100 up on the 400 trail in Wisconsin.
Oh, me and you did. Yes.
Yeah, Scott and I on bikes. We did over 100 that day in like 14 miles or something like that.
But then
I
we
don't think
also-
all 100 were on the trail. I think we did. I don't remember how many were on the trail specifically. And then we went into town and did a bunch too, but I know it was definitely over 100. And that was including having to wait to be rescued because I left the keys that we had to the car that we planted at the end of the trail back in the car at the beginning of the trail. So we got to the end and our car was waiting there for us. We had no keys.
The keys
So,
right.
so I had to call someone coming.
But we also did a bike trail. We found 200 on a bike trail. Remember that one day when I got the flat tire?
That's right. I
Yeah.
forgot about that. Out in between Rockford and Pecatonica, maybe out that way. Yeah. No, we did have a group of us.
There was a
that
group,
day.
but we still did,
But yeah, we definitely had over 200 that day.
So it is. I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
I've done over 100 probably
I've done
a dozen times, if not more. Maybe between a dozen and 20. I've done over 100. Chad,
now
do you ever
I've done over 100 a couple times, but it was with a group of people. I mean, it would seem that you would almost have to have a list of what you're going to do and not log them until the end, unless you're just going to hit a
copy and paste,
like a copy and paste, and just each time just hit it, and you don't say anything specific about the find.
Yeah,
you just keep going and going and going.
But that being said, Mark, if it's a power trail, there is nothing to talk about. It's a power trail.
Right.
It's meant for numbers.
Exactly.
So you are literally copying pasting. Why wouldn't you? To say like I drove another 128 feet and there it was. Thanks for I mean, what's the point? Why don't it just be like out this way?
Right.
For the hide. Boom, send, boom, send, boom.
And do you feel the same way about a GeoArt then?
Yeah. So GeoArts typically quite often are turn out to be a power trail once you've processed it. And because often they're like puzzles and you just you got to process it and it winds up being down through roads and stuff. And then so my best day was actually 325 caches. And one day it was a combination of multiple multiple GeoArts that were effectively power trails. And so actually my top 3 days were all the same ones. Actually, they are May 23rd, May 24th, and May 26th of 2019. So I had 196, 267, and 325. So it was like, and they were all GeoArts.
But that being said, here, Mark, I've got El Rojo in the chat room. I found 326 on a single day solo, not on a power trail. I've got FF Skippy going. I did 70 today by myself, so it is possible.
Yeah,
I mean, I can understand doing 70 if you start and you do like a GeoArt or something. I guess 300. I don't understand how somebody does 326 in a single day.
Oh, now you're gonna make a
If they,
you're gonna call him out like that. He's gonna call him
if
in a
they,
minute.
no. I'm not saying unless you're with a group. I can't imagine you could do that by yourself.
Sure, yeah.
You can.
And maybe you could.
I found over 100 in a day solo. So
So did I. I just did a power trail in down Illinois when Shane was at a baseball tournament. I did 40 caches in 40 minutes. So I was cranking through it. 40 caches, 40 minutes. Now, if I kept that going, I could have burned in a couple of hours or 3 hours. I could have burned through hundreds.
now there'll be days, and you go on trails and specific hunts and stuff where you get like 5 in 5 hours.
No,
because you hike 15 miles.
Right. Every between a power trail and an LPC and a cache in the woods, they all have their own. They all have their own purpose in this game.
What you're saying, Scott, though, is that they were they were a power trail, so that you were able to just get in, get out. Were you? I guess I'm asking how you do it, because if you're going to do that, do you take a replacement cache and you just swap them out, or what do you do?
No, I drive 520 feet, put the car in park, hop out, run over, find the cache, sign it, put it back, run to the car, got back in, go.
So a stamp will help a little, but yeah, I mean, none of these were swapping containers.
Yeah,
I have swapped containers, but the ones that but that's on a trail that specifically suggests you do that, and that's one where you have one every 528 feet. Bam, 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 bam. These weren't these weren't dedicated power trails. They just happen to be, roughly every 1/10 of a mile down a bunch of rural roads, kind of thing. But these weren't necessarily easy to find hides either, because you got trees, you got fences, you got all kinds of different things that are being hit on. There were some that were a bunch of guardrail caches. Those are a lot easier, but it's a mix and match bag of things. But just be prepared to get out, a quick find, log or stamp the cache, put it back, head on down the road. Yeah. Now, I think if you're in doing one of these, having the caches in a Nuvi, so a road based navigation unit, and the POIs, it helps, but it's not necessary, but it does help. And so having multiple things, having one dedicated for the car, one dedicated for your hand when you're getting out of the car and finding things, it helps speed things up a little. But it's it's not necessary.
Yeah. Jesse, anything to add?
But in order to get 100 a day, it would be better to be doing it with more than one person,
of course,
just to save
yourself.
Of
course, everything that
faster.
Everything that helps you out, definitely helps you out. I mean, having the stamp helps you out time wise. Having multiple sets of eyes helps you out time wise. If you got one person driving and 3 people searching, that helps you out a lot.
Jumping, like I said, like I did 100 without a power trail in 17 hours. The reason it took 17 hours is because I was by myself and I didn't have a route. I just went out there and just hunted. So sometimes I have to drive 5 miles to a cache, and DNF. It was also winter time, and so it was a lot harder because it was winter. So and it was snowing that day as well. That also added time. So it is possible. Mark, I implore you to go to West Bend, and go and see how many power trails there are and see how fast you can find 100, because you can do it pretty quick, especially in West Bend when they're just on the back roads and it's just bink, 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 bink.
Right.
It really is. There are
Well, hopefully, when I do get to go to West Bend, I'll run into some other cashers and I can cash with them to get these.
Yeah.
But I want you to go and try and go now. Don't go West Bend. Go right now. Not right now, but go like in like maybe March or April, even May, before West Bend. And it's the best time to go to West Bend and actually do a power trail and see how long it takes you to do it by yourself to do 100. Because spend the night. There's cheap hotels out there. Go see how. I'm curious to know how long it will take you to do 100 on a power trail. Because they're pretty easy power trail.
Okay.
But it's definitely doable. It is.
I will take that challenge.
You take that challenge, you call and you let me know. In the meantime, you poke the bear, and now El Rojo's on the phone. Hello, El Rojo. How are you?
Nah, I didn't poke the bear. So I've done. We don't really have. We've only got one power trail in Kern County. It's a 75 cache PT that me and two other guys, we did it in our truck in, I think, an hour and 45 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
But we didn't move them from spot to spot. And then outside of that, I've had multiple 100 cache days.
Mm-hmm.
And you just go out and you just do it. The one was, it's not really power trail. We almost call them power series up here in the hills. And I had like 200 and something in my backyard that basically were all green boxes. So I'm like, I got to get all these things. I got to get them out of here. So I just started at 5:30 one morning and cached till about 6 and just went out by myself and just kept finding them all. Now I will say about 30 or 40 caches in, I'm like, this is stupid. Why am I out here doing this? But I was already committed. So I just stuck with it. But I was like, this is dumb. Like, seriously, this is lame. Now, my most recent stuff has been freaking cheating Europeans. Sorry if you're not a cheating European. I'm just talking to cheating Europeans. They come to California and they claim they found 375 caches in Kern County in a day, but we're talking like a couple 100-mile spread and like some serious caching, not power trails. There's no way they did that in a day. I don't know if they're just logging all their finds in a day or what, but there's no way they did this thing. But basically, I'm trying to beat their record, and so there's an old dusty roads series out here, and it's TNA Divers basically plants a cache every 0.1 miles all across the desert. Like, it's not a power trail.
Mm-hmm.
They're in bushes. They're not on the roads. They're on the roads. Like, they're just all over. And there's probably like 2,000 caches in the desert that he's just planted all over the place. So I hop on my dual sport motorcycle.
Not on roads?
And I
not
just
on
hit
roads?
it. Not on roads.
Wow.
But I'm on a dirt bike basically, and I just hit it all day long. I start at midnight and I just go all day long.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of in the afternoon, I start getting tired and start getting more DNFs, and I don't throw down. I'm trying to have a legit be the record, and I think the most I had that one day I failed. I didn't quite do it. I had 326, but I had 65 DNFs for the day. So if I didn't have those DNFs, I would have made it.
Yeah.
So you're
but
talking about the ODRs?
Just driving around finding them.
What's that?
I was asking if he's talking about the ODRs.
Yeah, the ODRs.
So
my buddy, Tom Yates, he wanted to break the record this Sunday because there's 25 hours in the day on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like,
I'm
just not feeling that right now.
Jess, you're on mute, by the way.
El Rojo, by the record, do you mean the most that you've gotten, or is there some sort of record somebody has set for the most caches found in a day?
There is no.
So you can go to Project GC and look at stats, and there's a most. There's the ODR right there.
Oh,
so I've got smiley faces on most of that, but I've still got chunks where I could probably make another run and maybe get 400 more out of that thing.
So just out of curiosity, how do you do that if you don't have a dirt bike? You can't walk it.
So people do 50 to 100 in a day. Like, a lot of it is along roads, and I guess you just walk it.
I got those.
But yeah, and then there's those chunks below there too, to the south west. I've made 2 different runs out there. Oh, there's the alien head. Look at that.
I haven't got
Dr. Alien.
Alien head yet.
Oh.
So I was hoping to go down and do a task shooter challenge, but man,
yeah, freaking didn't do it. What a slacker. The cash
you're
host
saying
is a slacker.
got some these over here.
Yeah, those are the ones we did 75 in a day in an hour and 45 minutes. We were often able to literally park and grab those, where the front seat passenger was reaching out and grabbing the bison tube out of the top of the natural gas line pole, bringing it in, taking it out, signing it, handing it back to the guy in the back seat. He was putting it back in the container, and then I would drive on, and we just knocked that sucker out. Now that one there that you guys are looking at there, that one was a son of a gun.
Yeah,
I DNF'd those and didn't find all those in a day.
That's got to be rough,
yeah.
even on a dirt bike.
So, Mark, looking at this one,
No, it's
you
not
can
bad.
see how you can do it easily with this. I mean, look, there's those caches every 528 feet there. They're everywhere.
Yeah, well, that's insane. I've been looking at this thinking, oh my gosh. By the way, sometime, Scott, you said that sometime you're going to get the audience to go do the ET Highway sometime.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Are you in on that? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
I would most definitely be up for that.
Yeah.
That's 1,000 or no, there's
like
3,000
3,000
there.
there. Yeah, that's I want a caravan. That's what I want. A caravan, a convoy.
That would be amazing.
Yeah. Actually, I want enough cars where we're actually we all have to only find 100. That's how many cars I want. But that'll never happen. All right.
So Jim's talking about using a stamp. I red pen and ink on all those logs all day long.
Oh my God.
I probably could save a little bit of time with that, but I'm like, whatevs. But Project GC has a stats generator that you can basically go look and see how many caches have been found in your county in a week, in a day, whatever, month. And so if you go look at Kern County and look at the most caches found in a day, it's 375. And those dudes are claiming to have found a bunch of those caches that we were just looking at, and some more caches like 40, 50 miles north of there. Mm-hmm. And so there's no way they did all those caches in a day. It's just not possible. So I know they're lying, but it is what it is. Caching's what you make it. And
absolutely. You know, I have friends who travel the world and the country just looking for power trails, and that's how they do. And I can't do that. I like doing a power trail maybe twice. I like doing power trails on geocaching day, and I like doing power trails during West Bend. And Jesse, other than that, do we ever do power trails?
Not really.
No, it's
pretty rare.
Yeah, I don't really care for them that much, unless but I know they are a part of the game, and I respect it, and it's nice to get. Sometimes I want numbers, and that's when I do that. But most of the time, I'd rather hike the woods and find 15, or 10.
Amen.
So this one right here is
we're looking at
200 this GeoArc, there's 254. So because there's one for every county in Texas. And so this makes a map of Texas, and we did that in probably about 4 hours.
Well, yeah, there you
go. We were booking.
Yeah. So
exhausted at the end of it too.
How many were in your group, Chaz?
There were 5 of us. So, including multiple listeners.
So Mark, I want you to go to West Bend on the off season, and go to it. But there's 1,000. There's probably 15 power trails of 100 caches there. Pick one, and time yourself. See how fast you can do it.
And start at 6 a.m. and see how long it takes to get to 100. Right?
100. I'm guessing on a power trail, Jesse, 3 hours, 3.5 hours. It will take them to get to 100. If not even that long. Yeah.
Yeah.
It won't take you as long as you think.
Yeah. Initial the log. Don't unroll it.
Right.
Yeah.
There's keys to it. Yeah.
Get a stamp.
Get a stamp.
And none of them have baggies, right?
Oh God, if they do, God help you. then you'll be there all day.
So if you're going to Nevada, then they probably won't have baggies. If they do, they will. The baggies will have disintegrated anyways.
All right, Mark. Thank you so much for calling in, buddy. Best of luck. Let me know how it goes.
Thank you.
We'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.
Have a good night.
Arojo, always a pleasure, sir.
You guys have a lovely evening.
Talk to you soon. So
Bye-bye.
Jesse,
Yeah.
give me one. We got through none of our stuff.
No, we didn't talk about anything.
Give me one of yours.
Did you hear the most favorited geocache in the world has been archived?
Did
Super sad news.
I see that on social media? Where did I see that? Or did
Yeah, there were some discussions on social media. Yeah, so the most favorited cache in the world was in Berlin
The Lego giraffe.
at the Lego Museum, right? And it was archived because they're remodeling, I think. And they're taking the giraffe down, and they don't want, when they rebuild, they don't want a cache there because they don't want it to be damaged, because the cache was actually in one of the pieces. I actually put a picture of it in our show notes. So the giraffe is made of Legos, and one of the Legos, when you take it off, has a hole drilled in it, and the log is in the hole in the top of the Lego. So when it was archived, it had 11,899 favorite points out of 34,863 finds.
Who wouldn't give that a favorite?
Wow.
I know, right?
Who wouldn't?
Yeah.
Well, there's many a times where I have forgotten to give a favorite point. It's like I intended to, but I have forgotten.
So
I'm better at it now that the apps have integrated the ability to give a favorite point while you're doing it.
Yes. So Jesse, if I'm understanding this correctly, the cache was actually on the giraffe.
Yes.
The Lego piece was on the giraffe. So you literally had to physically touch the giraffe and take it apart, more or less. Correct?
Yes. Yeah. You had
Well, most of those will not come off.
Right, but you have to
but
right,
this
you have
one,
to
yeah.
touch it. Yeah.
Right.
So the second most favorite points on a cache is 9,000. So almost 3,000 favorite points more on the Lego one. And of course the next one is also in Germany.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so they're gonna put a new giraffe out, but they don't want a cache attached.
No more caches there.
So obviously, then they approved this one. This one got approved through.
Yes.
Okay, that's sad. That's ended. I mean, everybody's heard of that one.
Sure.
Know it. Gary B says there were 4 of us at the giraffe. It took 15 minutes to find it.
Wow.
That's like the gum one on the wall and
yeah.
or something. Where is that one?
Well, that one could take hours. Yeah, the bubblegum wall and the Pike's Market, in kind of in the middle of Pike's Market, in the middle section off to the side. It's down to the alleyway. And that place in August reeks.
I would assume it would.
But yeah, we went the first time, looked for about an hour, walked away, came back again, and I think I found it after about 10 minutes. So, but was given a little bit more of a suggestion to read the hint very carefully. So,
okay, Chad.
Mm-hmm.
You get one. Go.
So we got another country souvenir. The Caymans.
The Caymans get one, Chad.
Yeah, Cayman Islands.
Have you ever been to the Cayman Islands, Chad?
I have not. I have
can't
not.
believe-
So I've been about the same distance away from Cuba on the other side, but not to the south of Cuba on the islands.
I think this might be the first time I've ever asked Chad he's been there, and he hasn't been there. Chad's always
There's been other places, but yeah.
Yeah, I've been there. Yeah. Cayman Islands, New. All right, I get one, and I have a long list here. I'm gonna go with Snag the Tag on GC.com. How about that, Chad?
Mm-hmm.
Snag the Tag finally hits the big leagues. Finally gets together with geocaching to put out something in the store. Chad,
you got to order it from the store.
Did you see the fiasco that happened the day of, Chad? The crazy.
No.
You didn't know. Jesse.
Yep.
The craziness.
Yeah.
About the craziness about Snag the Tag in the geocaching.com store.
Is it already sold out?
I don't even know. Is it sold out? So it was supposed to go live yesterday. A lot of people checked at night, checked different stores. You could sell it in GC.com store. They sold it at the Great Space Coaster place, and a bunch of different places in Canada.
International.
Internationals. But Jesse went this morning. Jesse went Tuesday morning. Jesse, didn't you check Tuesday morning, I think?
No, I didn't check. I saw people posting on social media that they were sold out already and nobody could buy one. And they were checking all the stores and no one could buy any. And they were freaking out because they were sold out already.
Right. Like as quick as they went, they were gone. So I was like, I made a thing with myself, like, oh, I'm going to get in on it this time because I didn't get in on the last one. Excuse me, I didn't get in the last two. I didn't get in on the spies or the bats. So I wanted to get on this one. And so I'm like, okay, I'm going to order a pack just because I want to do it again. I had fun. So I wanted to buy one and I'm like, oh, Jesse's like, oh, they're sold out. I'm like, oh, that kind of stinks. I wanted to do it. And then, and so a lot of stuff, I was at work all day. And then like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I think it was around 2 or 1 o'clock in the afternoon, Chicago time. I saw on social media, like someone's like, oh my God, they're in the store. And so I quickly went to the store. I saw, and I bought one and I put one in my cart and I'm like, Jesse might want one. So I texted Jesse, do you want one? Jesse's like, yeah. And so I put 2 in my cart. I put one of each and I was able to get them. I locked in on them. So
yeah. But I think what people were freaking out about was just a misunderstanding that they weren't even posted yet. They hadn't gone live yet because I was reading through all the comments and I was thinking to myself, this is really weird. If they actually were sold out, at least one person would have commented, oh, I got one. Right. Nobody was saying that they got one. So yeah, it was just a big misunderstanding that they were not actually live yet. So I went on the geocaching shop. They do still have them. They're $45 for each option is $45 for the pack, for the hider pack. So I put a link in the notes in the chat room.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but the hider pack gives you one for yourself and then 2 to go hide.
Yes, sir.
Correct.
Yes. Yeah, and I think that's last time I bought a hider pack. I think they were like $35. I guess using the name, using the signal gets more expensive when you use the.
Probably.
You gotta use the actual geocaching guy.
So I've got my alert set up for it. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I got one. I don't even have to get my alerts. I got one already. So so I don't have to search for them. But like that.
Well, you can get the other one though.
Yeah.
Right. That being said, nothing comes out here. It comes to small quantities that like nothing. When's last time we had something even in the vicinity of us was an hour away when we actually went for it? If you're a patron, we got video of it on patreon.com.
Right.
Us going for a snack.
We met up with AC Relic.
Out
in Hebron, Illinois.
So I met the 2 people that are somewhat in my area that put them out at an event a couple weeks ago, and so they're planning on doing them for the high and low as well. But unfortunately, they put them out in Elk Grove, which is about a 45-minute drive.
Well,
to go get in. So I'm if it still pops, I'm gonna go after at least one of them.
Yeah. Well, good news to the people who are in our neighborhoods or vicinity is that there'll be 4 going out in this area. So lucky them. Yes. So Snag the Tag and GC.com still available apparently. So everybody was like sold out. It's still there. How about that? So Chad, grab one. It'll be fun. Go hide one, Chad. Come on, Chad. Go hide one.
I just Indiegogo $50. I mean, my allowance is spent.
Give it to Joshua.
That's right.
There you go. Sorry, people in what are you in? Where are you? El Dorado?
El Dorado Hills.
Okay. That's it for tonight, guys. Hey, everybody who called in, thank you so much. We got to like none of our stuff tonight. It's always all callers tonight.
That means we have more for next time.
I know, right?
Yeah. So El Rojo saying the Agent 2020 briefcases are legit.
They're legit.
Got one of each.
Yeah.
I only got the freeze. I didn't get the burns, but I love how they got the actual working latches.
Yeah.
On them. So those are really awesome.
Chad?
Did I show my briefcase off on the show?
I don't remember.
I don't think I did. I'm gonna run down the hall and grab it real quick.
Oh, let's all halt the show so Chad can go run and get his briefcase. Next week, Chad. He's not even there, guys. He's for everybody listening audio. Next week, Jess.
Mm-hmm.
See, Jesse's here. Next week's show. We had a listener, and I can't off the top of my head, and I apologize to this listener, shoot an email saying, guys, you need to do a show about geocaching handles. Geocaching usernames, handles. What do you want to call them? Jesse, what do you call
them? Your caching name.
Your caching name. All right, we'll call it caching name. That's what you want to call it. That, yeah. Geocaching handle, geocaching username, geocaching caching name, whatever it is. We're having a show about it. It's one of the first things anyone does when they create an account. And how much thought do we put into it? But hold on, Chad. Hold on, Chad. We don't put that much. Do we? I didn't put any thought into mine. Honestly, I didn't put any thought into mine. Obviously, judging by my name. So next week we're going to talk about geocaching, caching names, usernames, handles, whatever you want to talk about. That's going to be a discussion. Give us a call. I want to hear your best ones because I love good caching names like Chronically Tired Mom. Who comes up with that? Come on, that's a fantastic caching name. Mine is horrible. And so, you get names like that, and that's fantastic. So next week, we're going to have a discussion about that. Everyone, if you got a really good cache name, or my favorite, I'll talk about my favorite name next week. It's my awesome favorite one that the person got away with, and I love it to death. So that's what we're going to be talking next week, geocaching names. Chad, finish it off with your container.
All right. So here's my Agent 2020 briefcase. And then on the top here, if you can see.
Yes. Oh, get out.
They literally unlatch. They spring load unlatch. And then your agent, so Geocoin agent plus the briefcase itself, fits snugly in a little what do you call the black cushiony stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So black the foam, the pre-foam. So it's got a little pre-foam insert in there that he snuggles right into. And I can share the GC code out too.
Oh, you do. I still get people logging my coins from years ago shows.
Oh, sure.
Just yesterday, Jesse, somebody logged my back to the cache.
I saw that. That's
years ago.
I somehow have a watch on that, apparently.
So that's
you got to read it, Chad. No one can read it. Come on, read it for the people who are listening at work. Come on.
It's ST92TB.
Jesse's logging it right now. Look at her. I see her. I know what she's doing.
So
there you go.
There you go.
All right. So there you go, guys. Geocaching, caching names discussion next week. Chad showing his thing. Guys, thank you so much for calling in. We really appreciate it. Oh, you putting in you look at Rojo actually put it in the show notes. Look at that. So, guys, thank you so much. We'll talk to you guys next week. Be well, be safe. We have to do a Saturday night show soon, Chad, because guess what?
Yes.
For anybody who cares, or anybody who's curious, 2 doors have opened in the Pennsylvania. Not 1 door. 1 door, I'm like, doesn't warrant a show. Not 1 door. 2 doors warrants a show. I think it's like 3 rooms per door, isn't it, or something like that? It's like 2 or 3 per door.
And that's what they were doing early on. So hopefully
we
that's
don't know
the case.
But 2, I think warrants a Saturday show. Yeah. So we're gonna have a Saturday show really soon. We'll let you guys know when. But other than that, guys, be well, be safe. Chad, thank you so much. Jesse, thank you so much. Good job as always on a busy call show. Like that, huh?
Yes, it was fun.
Kept Jesse on her toes. Oh, a dog.
Say hi.
Look, Chad's got a dog.
Oh.
Say hi.
I remember when that dog was a puppy. When
Oh,
you
yeah.
first got that dog. How old's that dog now?
6 something.
Oh my god! I remember that dog when you went out that when you first got it.
Oh yeah.
All right, guys, we're close to the show. Here we go. Please join us again every Wednesday night at 9:30 Eastern, 8:30 Central as we stream live on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and on our website, geocachingpodcast.com. The archive video versions of our podcast are available on our website or on our YouTube channel. And I don't think I said that right. And the audio versions are available on your favorite podcatcher. If you like the show, please head over to Apple Podcasts and rate, review, and subscribe. We really appreciate it, and it really helps the show when you do. If you prefer to watch the show, make sure you click the subscribe or get notified buttons to know exactly when we go live. And hey, if you haven't already, please consider becoming a patron of our show. With tiers starting as low as $3, you get a ton of additional information, extra audio, extra video, only available to our patron members. Please head on over to patreon.com today and subscribe. That's patreon.com/the Geocaching Podcast. Thanks once again to our sponsors, Cashly, Logwork, FTF Geocacher Magazine, the Max Sense Body Company, Practical Geocaching, Arted Crafted, and PathTags.com. Please visit our sponsors, and when you make a purchase, you tell them the GCPC sent you. That's all we got this week. We'll see you next week. Talking geocaching, taking your phone calls. In the meantime, be good, be safe, hug your loved ones. We'll talk to you guys next week.
Jeeps and Roxy in the background.
They're starting.
Oh, they're fighting already? My dogs are fighting. Guys, stop it.
They can't hear you.
They can hear me. They have good ears. Okay. Speaking of dogs, has the house smell finally dissipated? What house smell? Is that for us?
You're talking earlier on the show.
Huh.
Yeah. So the house is fine.
Oh, from Jeep's getting
Jeeps
Oh,
is
skunk.
Yeah.
Jeeps is fine except for her ears, because when I washed her, I didn't want to put the water in her ears to try to wash them out, and so I just tried to wipe, and her ears still smell. So she does have an appointment to go to the groomer and actually get cleaned.
Yeah.
So she got it. She got it in the face.
Put some tomato juice down it.
Or down her ears, yeah.
Yeah.
Poor Jeeps.
The old Little House on the Prairie solution to being sprayed by a skunk.
Yeah. So I used hydrogen peroxide, baking soda, and dish soap. Do you hear them?
Oh yeah.
That's them fighting. That's actually them talking. They're talking to each other right now. They're arguing.
My teeth are bigger than your teeth. No, my teeth are bigger than your teeth.
What they're doing is they're arguing. But yeah, a mixture of, what was it? Hydrogen peroxide.
Hydrogen peroxide.
Dish soap.
Dish soap.
And dish soap. And it worked.
And baking soda, yeah. Yeah, it worked. I washed her twice with that and then washed her with regular shampoo. And she was pretty much fine by the next day, just other than the ears. But the house took probably 3 or 4 days. I put bowls of vinegar everywhere in the house, and I burned a couple candles.
To the end.
Yeah.
I was lucky because the next day I went away for 2 days. I was
I gotta go away for work.
Yeah. I'm lucky I got to smell it.
So I think I'll be getting a bunch of charcoal briquettes, smashing them up, and putting them in bowls and sticking them everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was bad. I mean, that next morning we reeked.
It was horrible.
Reeked. Yeah, the house. Oh. Yeah, so skunk.
She was so scared.
Oh yeah, she was petrified. Yeah, she was so confused. Yeah.
Poor thing.
Look at Rox in the background. Look at her. Rox is like that tired.
A gigantic ear.
All right, guys. Thank you much for tuning in tonight. We really, really appreciate it. We'll talk to you guys soon. So be well, be safe, and have fun. Have fun this weekend. Go cash. Be well. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.